What's up, my Hot Wheels YouTube fam? It's that time again. Show you guys what's up with your boy and what I've been finding. It's an unusual day for me to go out and hunt. It was a weekday because I usually don't get weekdays to go out and hunt. It's usually my weekends. So it was kind of nice to see the kind of stuff, the goings-ons that I miss during the week. So it just so happened that on this particular day, I found some fun new stuff, and we're going to check that out and get right into it. I got to start by saying I had a really awesome situation that has never happened before as long as I've been collecting, which technically hasn't really been that long. If you put it all together, it's maybe only been almost 5 years. But I got to a Target. Matter of fact, let me grab those two cars right now. I was at a Target, and there were two other collectors. I mean, a couple of younger guys in their 20s. They seemed like collectors, and they were very friendly, which was different. Because usually, and like I'll tell you later, when I took my trip to Hobby Lobby, not so friendly. But anyways, we all got in the dump bin and shared cars. And I mentioned something about, hey, if there's a Silverado, I'd like to have one. One guy got the R32 because it was a new A case, and that black R32, I was like, I'd have probably grabbed that out of a basic. But we all got a couple cars out of the case, and we were all happy. So if you guys don't know, I was looking for this one. I really wanted this new Dark Horse. This is one of those cars where for $1, I think that it's just really, really good for $1. You know what I mean? I don't know why my camera's not zooming in here. There it is. Yeah, I mean, a little bit of detail around those taillights. Maybe a few little touches here or there. It's got that flat. Yeah, it's even got the black racing livery on the top there, sort of like a reverse racing stripes. And it has the headlight tampos. So that's basically just wheels and a few details away from being a pretty slick little wheel swap. So, if you guys see back here, that's what you get. Go ahead and pop that out of there. Show you guys a closer look at this. I shared this in my community post along with that Savoy. So recently, I just haven't had too many customs go too smooth lately, so I haven't had too much to show. But you guys haven't missed anything other than this clean little wheel swap that I did here. By the way, these wheels on here, I can't tell you the brand because I can't remember if these ones had a brand name on. They might have, but there's some of those fancy wheels that I ordered from someplace in Indonesia. I ordered from them quite a while ago, but I've had clear coat problems, all kinds of issues with making customs lately. They've just been giving me trouble. Matter of fact, you can see the clear on this side of the car. I don't know what's going on with the clear, but I've been having a lot of issues with that, and putting an entire car together and spending hours and hours of time into it, and then the clear messing the car up. It's rough. So, but like I said, this is going about looking for finds, but it just so happened to be, like I said, had a good experience with a couple actual collectors and getting into that case. And sure enough, one of them was kind enough to pull this out and say, hey, you were looking for a Silverado. So I thought that was cool. I just wanted to mention that. So that was a fun thing to get a couple nice cars out of the case with a couple other collectors. But you guys know what it is I'm looking for. I'm looking for those premiums. So I stepped into my Walmart the other day, which is where I happen to have luck, and I usually don't. And I found this series Boulevards, which happened to have the one car I wanted probably the most out of a lot of the Boulevards, and that was this Godzilla R32, which for whatever reason, like I said, in my area, they just didn't, I never saw this set. I think I might have seen one of these little Fiats right here, and I might even picked one up. It might be in my collection somewhere, but I never saw this set. And, not a huge fan of the Supra. In real life, I think this Supra looks great, but in diecast form, I'm like, it's kind of cool because it's the Formula Drift, so I picked it up. Probably won't ever see it again. And then the Lambo seemed a little cool, even though I don't agree with that wheel. But it's kind of cool, so Sometimes I like to grab this stuff. I might even use the wheels for a custom or make a custom with the car, but it's just something new and different that I haven't spotted, even though it's an older set. But we are going to check out some really new stuff because that's what happened when I took a trip to Walmart. Actually, I had one more trip to Target where it's a red edition. I'm so used to grabbing red editions, you know, just at least having one of whatever red edition comes out. And I've never seen this one before. I thought it was new. And then later on, I'm like, why did I grab this one? But it's just because it was a new red edition, and I'm so used to at least grabbing the red edition Matchbox. But anyways, another one, I say, why do I grab? You guys do the same thing? I don't know what it is. It's something about treasure hunts. Usually if they're sort of like non-fantasy, I find myself grabbing them, but I just got to stop. But yeah, these are the new treasure hunts, which I believe have emblems now? I'm not really sure. You know what? I don't care. Oh, well, I guess I'm just going to rip it and mess it up. Yeah, so they got emblems now, and they don't have the writing. So, I don't know. I think that's new for 2025 to do that with the silver emblem. I'm going to guess maybe the supers have... Well, no, the supers probably just still have the gold emblem. But yeah, there's the... Wait a minute, that's an international case. What did I rip open here? Well, I don't know. I believe these are new for 2025. So I'm going to guess maybe this would have been like the A case treasure hunt. I didn't even realize these are international case. Where the heck did I find these international case? I was certain that I found these at Target. Not sure. But anyways, picked up a couple of those. That's not going to stay there. Let's get into some premiums and get into some cool stuff. I did find a few Fast and Furious pieces. These have been really abundant in my area. I don't know about you guys, but you can take these until you can't take them no more. They are going nuts with those. But let's get into some really fun stuff. This was a fun day, guys. And I'm going to tell you why this was the most fun. Because at this particular Walmart had a stasher. And let me tell you, this stasher went to town stashing stuff. So the first thing that caught my eye, matter of fact, this entire bag is stashed. But the very first thing that caught my eye, and I just went ahead and pulled this one aside, was I got dibs on new race day. And sure enough, you better believe I'm going to grab a few of these Rexies. Didn't see any pink. And let me tell you, I would have been really excited to have caught a Roxy. Apparently, a bunch of them have been being found in Australia. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but I was watching Derek's Live, and somebody there in Australia, apparently they scored, I can't remember what they said, but they said it was a bunch of them. So I think these are going to be quite rare in the pink Roxy form. So as far as these other cars, I wasn't feeling them. And for whatever reason, they didn't even put fun different wheels on any of them. They all got the same wheels. The only ones that get a different set of wheels was the BMW there. The C8R isn't a bad looking car. I don't have any of those, but yeah, I definitely couldn't pass up one of these GT3s because I'm definitely going to be doing a custom on one of these for a fact because I actually have the decals and whatnot for one. So I'm excited to pop open one of those. I don't have one here right now, otherwise I'd pop one open. Actually, you guys are probably like, yeah, you do, you got one right there. So I could dig one up to show you guys. Matter of fact, let's just pop this out of the case and I'll show you why I decided to save this one, because this is the one I'm saving and collecting. So whenever I get multiple cars, I always like to stack them up and check to see if there's differences in between the cars. You guys should always do that. When you go to the store and you find a bunch of something, before you pick one out, I've always done that. Just see if you see any differences. Now, I'm not saying this is a variation, it's anything different. I just noticed one thing different about this car that none of the others, and I've seen about 8 of them. I got like 6. None of them had the same detail. You see the mouth here on the front? So every other one that I have, those white teeth carry on into the front grill inside. You can see the tips of the teeth on the front grille. Let me see if I could dig one up. Give me a second here. It's a very, very, very subtle detail, but it's just something that I noticed that was different. You see how the teeth on this one, oops, sorry guys. You can see how the teeth carry down into the intercooler. I don't know what you want to call it in there. The radiator, the grill, core support, whatever, in there a little bit. And on this one, it didn't. And that's just that's just tampos, you know. Just the tampos just carried on a little bit further, but that's about the only difference that I noticed. So I just decided to keep this one separate and collect this one because this one seemed to be a slight bit different. So that one seemed a little bit special to me. So let's dig into this stash bag. So every one of these pieces that I found at this Walmart were all the way on the very top shelf, pushed all the way to the back, stashed. So all I did was simply go around to the other aisle, look up top, and reach and grab. Didn't know what was up there, but I saw cars stashed. So after I knocked them down, this was one of them that I found, which that's a beauty. Definitely going to grab that. These are great for customs, and I definitely have one planned for this in the future. Just got to wait for the decals to come in. Check this out. This was really surprising for me because I just don't find these. I don't spot these. I don't know what it is about Walmarts. This was an out-of-town Walmart, so I guess maybe this particular Walmart gets Zamax. I'm not crazy about Zamax, but I haven't seen one in so long. And the fact that it was an Acura, oh, well, absolutely I'm going to grab that. I haven't seen a Zamax in such a long time, so I was stoked to grab that. These were stashed up top. I did see a few of these somewhere. This new Hot Wheels Peanuts Snoopy set, it didn't seem like anything in there seemed fun at all to me. I figured, sure enough, the CRX would be what everyone would go for because it's a import, and sure enough, that's what was up top. Yeah, so upon closer look at the little CRX, if you decided to do a, you know, this looks a lot like that Dark Horse Mustang paint. Yeah, that's very close. There we go. That light's a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's the same blue they used on there. But anyways, just like the Dark Horse, look at the really clean taillight tampos on there. And even in the front headlight details. It's kind of neat. For a little CRX, it's a really nice little job. Not a metal base, but still cool little car to find stashed. But that's not all. Check this out. I've never seen this because these are exclusives. This set, I don't know what you would call this set. Maybe the new Silver Series 90s street scene. Yeah, there was a Gretty 180SX up top there. Again, with some really clean front tampos for the headlights. And look at the taillights. That's pretty neat. So yeah, that was a neat little car to find. I'm sure the that little Civic's going to be the tricky one to find. I can tell you, if I was going to grab anything out of here, it would be that Civic and this 180SX. So there might have been one up top there, and I just didn't catch it. But, you know, I could only reach so far digging up there. Something that I did not think that I would grab that was stashed up there, and I never even knew about this because I've never seen one. Check this out. A Johnny Lightning. And if you guys don't know, this is the truck from Back to the Future. I believe maybe the second one. You know, I typically don't grab Johnny Lightnings. There was a Rat Fink one there, and some dirtbag stole it, and the package was only there. And it said Rat Fink on the card. It had a really cool card art, and it was a Suburban. But I never saw it because it was stolen out of the card. I imagine, man, that would have probably been a cool Johnny Lightning to grab. But this Toyota, this 85 Toyota pickup, it's really, really good, guys. It's got the Goodyear Wrangler radial tires, detailed, the KC lights, the front details, Toyota on the windscreen. It's got the KC light bar up top. Look at the little extra cab with the details where it says Toyota SR5 on the back. Got the California plate, the four-wheel drive, the mud flaps. The wheels are spot on. It's a really good looking 85 Toyota pickup. Now I know Hot Wheels makes a version of this, but this is really, really like scaled and detailed properly. Hot Wheels are just fun. You know, they're different, they're fun to hunt. But when you want like, this is like up there with like Auto World in my opinion. Very nice, really nicely done. Now I know I've already showed this, but man guys, I am so glad that my intuition was correct on this, that this was going to be really difficult to find. So I'll pop up a video here if I can of going to a Walmart and finding this piece, or not finding this piece, finding a whole bunch of these and a whole bunch of these, and sure enough, these were gone. So definitely happy that I pre-ordered this and got this in, because this is going to be a tricky one to find, and it's really good looking. Matter of fact, Jake over there at Strictly Diecast opened it up and showed you guys what it looks like without that silly plastic piece. It looks perfect, like the piece never even was supposed to go there. Really good looking set. So happy I got that, and let me tell you, I hope you guys have luck finding them, because in my area I found at least 6 cases worth where it was missing. But last piece to show you guys, and we'll get out of here. I ran over to my Hobby Lobby. If you guys saw in that short that I posted, I said I found a really good looking little gem in there and asked if you guys could tell what it was. And some of you guys, Eddie, you got a little close when you said raw. But check this out. So the Kings of Crunch monster trucks. If you guys did notice in that pic, there was one called the Iron Eagle. It's silver. It's silver. It's called the Iron Eagle. Well, this was on the pegs. Guys, I'm going to pop up a picture of the Iron Eagle. Right there. That's right. The Iron Eagle is white. That's not white. So, like I said, running into another guy, when I got there, you know, I happened to say, hey, what's up? And you know, he just sort of like brushed me off like, oh, what's this other guy doing hunting in my area? And it's like, you know, whatever, man, you know. It's just nice when you run into other people that are willing to chop it up with you. But some people are just there. He was just flipping through, trying to find green, trying to find, you know, I get it. I know what they're trying to do. But I pulled out my old cell phone and decided to actually look this up, because you could easily assume that this is silver. But no, guys, I found a Greenlight raw Kings of Crunch monster truck. It's beautiful. That is what that is that's clear coat. And that's why you could mistake it as silver. But if you look real close, all the beautiful detail, pinstriping that's on it, it's really tastefully done. Look, even the pinstripe all the way throughout the top of the tailgate, the engine. Donnie, you're going to have to let me know, because anytime I find these specialty monster trucks, I always send them to you. I'm curious. Do those hoods open? Look at that. It's got that blower and the big header sticking out of the top. Yep. I was stoked, guys. I found a monster truck raw chase. That is slick. I have never, ever found any kind of specialty raw Greenlight monster truck before. I did find that one car that one time, but never a monster truck. So Donnie, I know you love these and you know you're after them, and if you're interested, hook me up with a trade, man. Let's do something. So, but yeah, super cool looking piece. Figured one of you guys would spot that, but I knew it was tricky. And let me tell you, I'm gonna guess that this was on the pegs for a long time, and people were just passing it up, thinking that it was silver. But sometimes you just gotta check, you know. Sometimes they can be real tricky. So, and I'm gonna talk about that in another video, maybe before or after this, whenever I put this out, about identifying ultra reds, because they have been quite tricky lately. So that's it for this hunt video, guys. I just wanted to share those few cool new pieces with you and show you what I've been finding out there. So appreciate you guys watching. Catch you on the next one. Take it easy.